Àbídí Ẹ Dó waya bere kai. It's time for another Edo language lesson. I am your Edo language teacher, Ederao. In our previous class, we looked at the Edo alphabet, which is called Àbídí Ẹ Dó, and we looked at all the various pronunciations of these alphabets. I did mention that the alphabet consists of vowels and consonants. So in this lesson, we're going to be looking at the vowels today, Edo language vowels, and how they are pronounced. We'll also look at examples of Edo words in which they are used. So come with me to the board. Alright, we have 7 vowels in Edo language. Vowels are called Ola. Ola. The reason it's called Ola is the way it is pronounced. There's free flow of air when you're pronouncing vowels. Unlike when you have consonants where you have restrictions. But here you do not have any restrictions. Ola. Ola. Ma. Tie. Now we have the first one, which is A. A. A can be pronounced as A, which is a high tone, or A. It can be pronounced as A or A. Now, example of this is A, Ga. So if you see here, they both have high tones. Example with another word is He. He. So here we have a high tone, and here we have a low tone. Aga means chair. Ahe means clay pot. It's actually the clay pot for fetching water. And then the next vowel is A. A. So it is pronounced as A or A. 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 Now let's look at examples. Egbe. Egbe means the body. If you look at this word, you discover it has a low tone and a high tone. So it's a mixture of tones. Now let's see another example. E, le, de. E, le, de. Now, elede is an animal. It's actually pig. Elede, pig. So we have a low tone here, we have a high tone, and we have another high tone. So we are seeing words using different tones of the same vowel. Now the third vowel is E. E and E. 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 Now let's see an example of E. E. Go. Go. E. Go. Go. Now this is a high tone in the way it is pronounced. Egogo means bell or wristwatch. Now let's see another example with a low tone. Who. Who. Now echo, they are both low tones on the vowels. Now let's look at the next vowel. The next vowel is E. That is letter I. E. So E is pronounced as E. 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 Now what this means is that there are 2 ways of using the vowels. Is either you use it as a high tone or as a low tone. So you can see words that have high tones or low tone with this vowel. So that's how we pronounce as E. E. Alright? Now let's see examples with words. E. Ba. Ta. E. Ba. Ta. Ibata is actually a borrowed word from the word bata. You know, in Nigeria there used to be a company called Bata that makes shoes. So that's how this word was derived. It's a borrowed word, and then it was turned into an Edo word to become an Edo word. So that's why we call it Ibata. Ibata means shoe. So another example is E. No, this is let me use a low tone. E. Yeah. E. Yeah. So now E. Yeah. Yeah is yam. Is a staple food in Nigeria. E. Yeah. So this is a low tone and this is a high tone. Ibata is shoe. Yeah is yam. So let's look at the next vowel, which is letter O. O is pronounced as O and O. O, O. Example is O, bo, O, bo, O, bo. Obo means hands, all right? Then let's also see another example. O, O, lo, de. Olode. Olode. Olode means needle. Needle for sewing clothes. That's what we call olode. Olode is needle. Obo is hand. And then we have letter O. 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 So this is the two ways of pronouncing this in words. So example is O, mo, mo. Omomo. Omomo is a term we use for baby. We say baby. Omomo, alright? Momomore, bring the baby. So it's a term we call omomo, baby. And then let's see another example with the low O. O, do. O, do. Odo in Edo mean husband. Husband, someone's husband. That is what we call Odo. And then the last vowel in Edo language is letter U. So U is pronounced as U or U. U or U. So let's see examples. U, 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 U. U means cup, cup for drinking water. And then we'll have U, bon, U, bon, U, bon. Upon means cloth. Any piece of cloth is called upon. So now with these examples here, you can see that these vowels can be pronounced different ways using a high tone or a low tone, what I would call a high pitch or a low pitch. So you see how important the tones in Edo language are, because it helps you to pronounce words. In Edo language, there are a lot of words that are spelled same way, but with the tones, you can understand a lot of them. Some, the meaning will be different from what you are thinking. So learning Edo language with tones is very important. Now, you will also notice that all the words that were used as examples are all nouns. That is because nouns in Edo begin with vowels. All nouns begin with vowels. All nouns begin with vowels. And that's also the reason when you hear some Edo people calling an English name, sometimes they will add A to it. For example, a Tina or a Tony. That is because nouns are programmed to begin with vowels in Edo language. So that is why you find people, even when they are mentioning English names, they will add vowels beside it. So I hope I've been able to teach you the different vowels we have in Edo language, how they are pronounced in words. And most importantly, please note that all nouns in Edo language begin with vowel. So in our next lesson, we are going to be looking at the consonant with examples. Okay,